Okay, thank you for joining us for this meeting. So we're gonna start. Um, the goal of this meeting is to present the opera capacity development activities to present to the different people here in the meeting and online the goal of the project and also the team behind the project and also the key stakeholders of the project, different partners, the project owners. So we have many stakeholders involved in this project, and also we have some people working behind the project as a team.
Et je peux donc dire déjà, comme l'a introduit Monsieur Serge tout à l'heure, ce webinaire est dans le cadre du projet Opéra consacré au renforcement des capacités opérationnelles de prévision océanique en Afrique et surtout au soutien à la prise de décision éclairée et par sur quoi à la réduction des risques et au développement durable. Merci d'être là. Je peux dire que ce sera vraiment une présentation du projet qui a été annoncé en lui-même. Et ce sera donc des questions-réponses entre nous-mêmes, surtout comme je viens de le mentionner, pour parler des objectifs du programme et des opportunités qu'il offre aux institutions et aux professionnels, ainsi que des bénéfices que le projet apporte aux communautés, à notre communauté scientifique, à notre communauté qui ont un intérêt par rapport à l'océan. C'est pour dire qu'en effet, face donc à l'augmentation des risques côtiers et climatiques, la prévision océanique opérationnelle devient un outil essentiel d'aide à la décision, de gestion des risques et de protection des communautés. Cependant, son efficacité repose avant tout sur la capacité des acteurs à comprendre, interpréter et surtout utiliser l'information. Parce que vous avez l'information, c'est la manière dont vous l'avez utilisée qui va pouvoir rebondir, rejaillir sur ce que vous avez fait de cette information, ce que représente cette information. Donc, une donnée scientifique n'a d'impact que lorsqu'elle devient un outil opérationnel, crédible et approprié par les institutions. Donc, c'est beaucoup plus dans cet objectif-là que s'inscrit le programme Opéra avec comme objectif de renforcer les compétences humaines, d'accompagner les institutions et de favoriser l'intégration effective des services de prévision océanique dans les systèmes de gouvernance et de gestion des risques en Afrique. Donc, comme vous pouvez vous en tenir, au cours de ce webinaire, il y aura donc une présentation claire de comment Opéra contribue concrètement à relever ces défis dont nous venons de parler à travers la formation, l'appui institutionnel et le développement de solutions adaptées aux besoins des secteurs côtiers et maritimes. Je voudrais donc nous souhaiter des échanges riches, constructifs et interactifs surtout. Merci, chers collègues. Et surtout pour éclairer sur les points supposés, qu'on pourrait donc supposer sombres. Encore merci à vous. Merci. Je vous donne la parole, Odette. Merci beaucoup.
Merci, professeur, d'avoir posé, je vais dire, le contexte et mis en lumière les défis auxquels sont confrontées les régions côtières africaines et pour avoir rappelé les enjeux de ce projet Opéra. Nous allons maintenant passer à la présentation du projet Opéra dans le cadre d'Ocean Prediction. Thank you, Professor, for setting the context and highlighting the challenge facing Africa coastal region. We will now move to the presentation of the Opéra project within the Ocean Prediction Framework. Et donc, je vais inviter Yandé Salah Mohamed, Communication and the User engagement officer Océan Prédiction DCC Mercator Ocean International, a présenté le cadre Ocean Prediction et le projet Opera. I invite Yande Salah Mohamed, the Communication and the User Engagement Officer at Ocean Prediction BCC Mercator Ocean International, to present the Ocean Prediction Framework and the Opera Project Objective, Deployment, and Beneficiary Pointers. Yande, you have the floor.
Merci. Thank you, Odette, for this nice opening and introduction. I'm just waiting for my presentation to be shared. I think Serge is doing it now. Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, as Odette just mentioned, my name is Yande Sal Mohamed. I'm currently based out of the office in Toulouse for Mercator Ocean International, and I'm working as the communication. Hello?
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, thank you. I can see the presentation. It's there. Thanks.
Okay.
Yes, as I was saying, I'm the Communication and User Engagement Officer supporting the Ocean Prediction Decade Collaborative Center. So today I'm going to focus on more of our work with one of our two flagship projects, which is OPERA, which is standing for Ocean Prediction Enhancement in the regions of Sub-Saharan Africa. But first, I just want to share a brief overview of the general plan for Ocean Prediction DCC. Thank you for having me. We can go to the next slide, please. Thank you. Okay. So as you can see here, this is our overall plan for the Ocean Prediction Decade Collaborative Center, which is hosted by Mercator Ocean International, where the main office is in Toulouse. This is a cross-cutting structure working at the global scale to promote collaboration between UN Decade actions and key actors to achieve a predicted ocean in the framework of the United Nations Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development, which is coordinated by the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission of UNESCO, IOC UNESCO. And so for the Ocean Prediction DCC, we have two main pillars that it's based off of, which is the global community and the global technical framework. So serving as the backbone collaboration structure and giving a collective voice to the ocean prediction community, you can see in the center the 9 different blocks, which are our global community. And this is organized in 9 regional seas teams, which is working around a communication and collaboration hub, which we utilize the Atlas, which I'll talk about shortly, and will shortly relaunch our forum soon to come, which focuses on optimizing individual efforts on achieving collective goals of the Ocean Decade in relation specifically to ocean forecasting. So further on the left, you have our second pillar, which is the technical framework, where Ocean Prediction DCC focuses on the co-design and implementation in collaboration with Ocean Decade Actions and other relevant actors of a new scenario for ocean forecasting, which is based on interoperability and a shared architecture to deliver as one, leveraging the coming innovations derived from the digital twinning concept. So as I mentioned before, today we are going to be talking about OPERA, but we do also host 2 main flagship projects, OP4CR, which is Ocean Prediction for Costa Rica, which is a 2-year project aimed at strengthening Costa Rican capacity to access, use, and develop its own digital resources based on ocean forecasting and related operational services. So this project is a collaborative effort between the European Union, Mercator Ocean International, and local Costa Rican partners. And it emphasizes co-design with all of the stakeholders involved to ensure the development of fit-for-purpose tools and services. So this project also highlights the European Union's commitment to fostering international partnerships and supporting Costa Rica and enhancing its ocean capabilities. And the second project, as you can see below, is OPERA, which is what this capacity development project is in relation to, which I will go into further depth shortly. Sarah, if you can go to the next slide, please. Okay, so for the next slide, I want to talk briefly about the Ocean Prediction DCC Atlas. If you are interested in joining, please feel free to scan the QR code in the top right. This is our community building framework where we have a comprehensive guide to ocean forecasting services worldwide. It's organized into 4 main sections where we have individuals, institutions, ocean forecasting services, and user cases. In the people section, we look at who is in the ocean forecasting community. This can be different profiles. It can be ocean enthusiasts, researchers, and decision makers. The organization section showcases public and private bodies at the forefront of ocean forecasting, which provides insights into their work and their contributions to the field. In the forecasting systems section, you'll be able to identify ocean prediction systems. And then finally, in the user cases section, you are able to identify real-world applications, success stories as well, where ocean forecasting has made a tangible impact. As you can see, one of the examples that we have on this slide is from one of our user cases from Ghana, where they're focusing on how they're using ocean forecasting and ocean prediction to ensure safety within Ghana for their fishing communities. So yes, please feel free to scan the QR code and look a bit deeper into this. And if you're able to, if you have not already, join us to foster this deeper understanding of our interconnected oceans through the Ocean Prediction Atlas. And yeah, feel free to join today and join our community. We can go to the next slide, please, Serge. All right, thank you. So the project that we are here for today, focusing on capacity development, just to share a little bit more about OPERA, let's take a little bit more of a deep dive on this. The OPERA project started in 2025, and it's a five-year project with a budget of 10 million euros, which is funded by the European Union as part of its program to support African regional centers of excellence for science, innovation, and technology, also known in a shorter way as the ARC-X program. So OPERA currently represents the ocean component, which is one of 5 various components under ARC-X, and it's implemented by Mercator Ocean International in its role as the coordinator of the Ocean Prediction DCC. So the OPERA project aims to transform ocean forecasting's landscapes in Africa, specifically sub-Saharan Africa, not North Africa, by supporting an integrated network of regional centers of excellence. And it seeks to strengthen regional collaboration, promote ocean data-driven innovation, and develop solutions that contribute to sustainable ocean development, aligned with African as well as EU policy directives, which includes the European Ocean Pact, the Global Gateway Strategy, and the AU Blue Economy Strategy, as well as the AU Agenda 2063. You can go to the next slide, please. Thank you. Sorry, thank you. So for us to look at the key objectives of OPERA, you can look at this great, beautiful graphic where we look at our objectives. So our objectives of OPERA are to foster collaboration within the African ocean prediction community, to strengthen overall capacity for ocean monitoring and forecasting, for better access and use of digital resources, as well as the regional and coastal forecasting systems. Additionally, to develop ocean data-driven applications and services, develop an African DTO that's led by our African partners, while also making sure the project is sustainable by fostering relationships with private sector stakeholders and policymakers. Next slide, please. At the core of the project are 3 consortia of institutions from coastal countries in sub-Saharan Africa, which are selected through a competitive and open selection process. One of the consortiums will be in charge of developing and implementing 1 regional and up to 4 coastal ocean forecasting systems for essential ocean variables, while the remaining 2 consortia will develop applications integrating forecasts for sustainable ocean development. These applications may address areas such as blue economy sectors, fisheries management, oil spill monitoring, and early warning systems for coastal flooding, with priorities that will be determined, of course, by our African partners. The technology transfer team will also be established through open calls, which are currently out now, to work alongside the consortia. The team will co-design and co-develop software components, user interfaces, and visualization tools, as well as provide testing, maintenance, upgrades, and ongoing mentorship throughout the project. I will do my best to try to remember to drop the link for information on the open calls that are currently out for the technology transfer team. The project includes capacity strengthening activities that ranges from direct knowledge sharing with the consortia to broader training strategy, which is led by the UNESCO International Chair of Mathematical Physics and Applications and the Gulf of Guinea Ocean Science Summer School, which I'm sure they're going to talk much more about this moving forward, so I won't go much further in this, and I leave it to the team to go further in this. And then community building is also a central component. An online platform for engagement and discussion will be supporting the African Ocean Forecasting Community and build on the work of the Ocean Prediction DCC's African Seas regional team. Opera also aims to promote private sector engagement, supporting blue ventures, business ventures based on the systems and applications developed throughout the project. So finally, all applications and data projects will be integrated into one single African Digital Twin Ocean framework, leveraging technology and infrastructure from the European Digital Twin Ocean, but also fully managed by our African partners. So this was a lot of information. If you have more questions, you can definitely feel free to reach out to me. You can go to the next slide where you will have my contact information. And if it needs to be forwarded to anybody else, I'll be more than happy to pass this on to you. Feel free to scan the QR code to go directly to Opera's project page that lives within the Ocean Prediction DCC website if you're interested to learn more about Ocean Prediction DCC in general, our other programs, to get access to all of our different resources that I mentioned in the technical framework, and any news or events that we have ongoing. And yes, thank you so much for having me. Jerejef, merci, and thank you.
Thank you, Yande, for this presentation. Yes, very clear. I don't know if you have question, you can put in the chat. So in the question and answer session, you have the opportunity to give an answer to your question. So also you have the email and the QR code. So if you want to reach out to her, you can just scan the QR code or send a message by email. Thank you, Yande. So for the next session, we give the floor to Babette. We present the Opera capacity development activities in details and give also some opportunities for us here in this project. So Babette, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you, Serge. Hi, everyone. I'm trying to share my screen first. Okay, can you see my screen?
Can you put the full presentation, please? Presentation mode.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Okay, so it means you guys can see my screen. Yeah, is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. So hi everyone. My name is Babette. Yeah. So I'm the technical and scientific lead of Opera Capacity Development. Today is really about the project presentation, and yeah, please feel free to ask questions. We are very happy to answer them. So bonjour à tout le monde. Je m'appelle Babette. Donc aujourd'hui, je vais faire une présentation du projet Opera Capacity Development. La présentation sera en anglais, mais n'hésitez pas à me poser des questions. À la fin, je ferai l'effort de faire un bref résumé, voilà, de ce qui a été dit ici. So let us move on. So the agenda of my presentation is about meeting the team, the project overview, what we have inside the project as deliverable, and also what are the actions that has been done until now and the next steps, and how you guys can benefit from this big project. And we also going to move to the question and discussion. So this is the team in our side behind the opera capacity development. We have our professor NZV, who is the main supervisor. You have myself, you have Serge, who is the project manager, Odette, the communication officer. We have Nathanael and Lucrece that works on ocean literacy, Fena Asene that work on who is the coordinator of Sea Forward, Ariel Stella, who is the coordinator of advanced activities, and then Frederic Boone, who is the coordinator of the capacity development activities coordination set. Yeah, so so the main objective of opera capacity dev is to implement a comprehensive and progressive development pathway that will enable African stakeholders, to progress from ocean literacy to some training, and then to operational forecasting to advanced activities, and later on application. So what this project going to deliver? It's going to deliver ocean literacy, 4 set of MOOCs, massive open online course, Sea Forward software, which is a very basic forecasting software, and also some advanced activities who will be the practical part of the MOOC, some content exploration activities, and also some certification along the way. And then this project target the general public, journalists, educator, policy maker. It's also target what we call the intermediate people here who are the student in marine science, professionals in ocean related fields. And also now we have the advanced public where we're going to move further with some forecasting practitioner. And this project will enable to raise awareness of ocean forecasting among the African community, and also it's going to develop some skills in ocean forecasting through theoretical and practical courses. It will also enable some operational capability for African institutions through, for example, the Sea Forward and all the advanced activity that will come along with. And then it will have a big impact for our coastal community management or resilience and services. So the project is 38 months. We really start in January 2026. Before that we have some planning phase, and now we are in our executive phase. Where we work on those different work packages, ocean forecasting, mock development, Sea Forward software, interactive activities, and we're going to have the closing phase in February 2029. So this project, what does it support? So it supports the development tools and educational materials, and also it supports the deployment and exploitation through training activities, certification for learners at multiple levels as they are engaging in this project, and then a consolidate and sustain result. So these are the main work packages that we have within the opera capacity development. So it is organized in 6 work packages that come together to build a complete set of learning and operational ecosystem for ocean forecasting in Africa. So we have the first work package that we call ocean literacy. This is for the general public, stakeholder. So the idea in this work package is to raise the public awareness, about everything related to the ocean forecasting system. And the material delivered in this work package will be bilingual, so for both English and French-speaking country. And then we have the work packages 2, which is the MOOC. So we're going to develop 4 sets of MOOC in this project that will provide a structured progressive training, so going from the fundamental of ocean forecasting until the downstream application. We have the Sea Forward software, who will really be like a very light version of ocean forecasting. The idea is to deliver to the user a hands-on digital training environment where they can practice some ocean forecasting or data integration, validation, and also see how to apply what they learn from that sea forward. We have now the advanced activities also. In the advanced activity is kind of like the long hand of the MOOC. So it is there to really train, move the learners from the training, theoretical training to the practical side. So we're going to do it through workshops, through webinar, through hackathon, where we're going to apply technically what we learned from the MOOC. And then we have the content exploitation. This is where we really look how our activities are going online, how you guys, what are the feedback that we get from you, how we can, work to make things more suitable for you. So this is really where we give you the floor to understand, to see how you feel about what we are developing. And then we have also some certification pathway in the MOOC. So each MOOC that you're going to follow will lead you to a certification. And then also in the advanced activities, we have 2 that will also lead you to some certification. So together, these 6 work packages form a very coherent and modular system that will move you from awareness to training. So awareness on the ocean literacy to training in the MOOC and to the hand-on practice to the advanced activity and finally to the operational capability and certification. So if I develop a little bit the ocean literacy, so as I said, it will provide some accessible bilingual educational material that will help you to understand the value of ocean forecasting, what are their societal benefits, and the role that opera and the ocean prediction GCCs has, for our African community through clear storytelling, visual resources, and some very nice engagement communication tools. So we have Nathaniel and Lucrece, who are the work package coordinator, and the C Forward is in 2 sets. So we have the ocean forecasting and application that will be divided into 3 parts. So where we're going to move you, along the way from the beginning, the basics of ocean forecasting, and move with you until the understanding of the societal benefit of that ocean forecasting. We have also the set 2, who will really also talk about opera, ocean prediction, DCC in Africa, and what are their actions and how they support the long-term uptake in African and community institutions and communities. So this is the first, this is what we are currently working on, the first set of the ocean literacy. So we are currently here in designing the content, and in few weeks now, you guys gonna see some dissemination online along the creation. So you're gonna start seeing in our social media, ocean prediction, CIPMA or GOS or other media that we choose, you're going to start seeing some content arriving online where we try to train you guys or the general public using some really simple word on the, to train you on ocean forecasting system. So these are the MOOC. So we're going to provide, as I was saying, 4 different types of MOOC, very high quality, bilingual, online training. So it will be teach in English, but subtitled in French so that everyone can understand. I am the work package coordinator, and we have a lot of instructors who will contribute in that. So we have the MOOC set 1, who will be about the fundamentals of ocean forecasting. So, and then the MOOC 2, we now have the fundamentals. In the MOOC 2, we're going to learn how to build an ocean forecasting system. And in the MOOC 3, we're going to see how an ocean forecasting system become operational, what are the services related to that. And then in the MOOC 4, we're going to move into the application of the ocean forecasting system and data interoperability. So we are currently working on the MOOC 1 that will go from January 2026 to October 2026. So this phase has been done, the pedagogical and technical design. So we are looking forward to start the creations of this MOOC. And after it goes through a quality assurance and validation, we're going to disseminate the MOOC along this time. And then what I would like to precise here, the MOOC are cohort-based. Of course, after that, it will be open to everyone. But since it is related to the advanced activities, we're going to go with a cohort. So please stay aware, stay connected on our social media to see when we launch the call for the cohort for this first MOOC. Yeah, so the cohort, the calls for application will come in few weeks. So stay connected. We have also what we call the Work Package 3 C Forward. So it is an interactive hands-on training environment that will allow you to explore ocean forecasting methodologies, how we integrate data in a forecasting system, and how the operational workflow is, and in a very simplified way. So the coordinator is Fernan with contributor. So we will have a very simple architectures, like having a model, COCO model. So it will be based on COCO models, and the input will be from Copernicus Marine Service for the ocean, the initialization. We are looking to use GLORIS 12 verse 1, and then ERA 5 for the atmospheric forcing, and the other data set for the boundary condition or initialization as well. So we define like 3 test case. So these are the region that we have: the first zone, the other one, and the third zone in the Benguela region. So we're going to develop some configuration based on COCO on this different region, and we're going to document those configurations so that you guys can be able to just download it online, install in yourself, run some forecast, and see look the output, see how it works. So we are currently working on it, and once it will be ready next year, you will have the chance to again practice on that. Again, it is related to those who participate in the MOOC. So really make sure that you apply to the MOOC when we open the application. So this is the timeline of C Forward. So we are here actually working on the architecture and everything, a technical part, so that we can start building the 3 configurations. And then we have the advanced activities, the Work Package 4, which is the advanced interactive activities. So here again, I'm not going to, I won't go in details, but what you have to learn from this slide is just where we really gather feedback for you guys, feedback from the MOOC that you're going to go through, feedback from the ocean literacy material that you will get the chance to see online and to interact with, feedback from the advanced activities. So this is really where we gather those feedback. Also, so this is the Work Package 4, which is the advanced interactive activity. I was already on the Work Package 5. I'm sorry for that. So these advanced activities will enable you guys to apply the MOOC knowledge. So the person who applied for the MOOC and was selected in the cohort, after the MOOC is done in these activities, that person will be trained, like from the theoretical part to the practical part, in real world context, using real data set through workshop and webinars and hackathon. So we have the coordinator, who is Ariel Stella here, and then so for the first, these are the different 4 sets that we have in these activities. So for this year, we're going to work on the set 1, who is related to the MOOC 1. We will have a webinar and workshop, so 2 webinars, for the one for the French-speaking people and another one for the English-speaking people. And then we have a workshop also for both French and speaking people. So look also for that. And then, as I said, it is really related to the MOOC. You won't be able to participate in these activities if you haven't done the MOOC. So you have to finish your MOOC, get your certification in order to be qualified in these activities. So pay attention to the MOOC cohort calling. So, and then, yeah, this is what we are going to do this year. So we are working actually on the pedagogical and technical design, and then we will start also very soon the content creation for our webinars and also the workshops that will take place around September to October, to the end of October. So this is where the activities gonna go, will be done, yeah. From September, sorry, from August to end of September, this is where the activity will be launched. And then again, this is the work package 5 that I was talking before. This is where we really explore the contents, what we push online, whether in ocean literacy or MOOC or Sea Forward, even advanced activity. This is really where we come to hear from you guys how you feel about the materials that we develop online, what are the input. So we gather all this feedback also to see how we can continue to adapt things so that it can be easily followed by you as well. Yeah. So this is just the timeline, and then so the expectation will start as soon as all the creations start. Also, as you can see here, on the timeline that I show in the ocean literacy, you see that this really match with that, where we gather the feedback from you as we disseminate things online. And then this is just the certification. Again, I won't take too much time here. This is just to let you know that there is a certification pathway through the MOOC. So each MOOC that you will follow will be, you're gonna gain some certification from that. And also in the advanced activities, we have 2 activities, particularly the set 2 next year and the set 4, where you're gonna gain also some certification that certify what you learn, that your ability, okay, to that modules, yeah. So what are the early actions and steps that have been done or that should be taken? So as early action, we have built some foundation by establishing the project coordination teams that you just met at the beginning of my presentation. We have defined already some very nice and clear goals and priorities, and we start already some collaboration with international and regional partners, particularly through the MOOC development, ocean literacy materials, and also advanced activities. And we have also designed the framework, the learning framework, so with through the key training topics, identification. We also start the development of educational materials, as I was saying, particularly in the ocean literacy, and we are now starting also very soon in the MOOC. And then, yeah, some engagement of expert and instructor has been done. So we have everyone now in our team to start design everything. We also start some technical preparation, particularly for the Sea Forward, you know, in terms of designing the concept and how the educational tools will be. And then we also start already to plan the model configuration for those regions that I just showed to you. And then what are the next steps? So in the coming month, we will be working on developing our activities, so the Sea Forward tools, so this interactive learning platform. And also we will launch our training activities, like for example, ocean literacy will start its dissemination in the mid-March, and also develop the content of the MOOC set 1, who have 7 modules. We also gonna develop the content of advanced activities. Here we are talking about the webinars and the workshop that will help deepening what we did through the MOOC. And then we will also continue to strengthen the regional capacity by engaging more African institutions. So stay aware, stay connected. continue build some partnership, particularly in the MOOC creations and the content creation in the advanced interactive activities, and also prepare some operational service. So how all this can benefit to you. I present the project, I talk about the work packages, I talk about everything that we will put online, but how actually that will benefit to you. It will help you build your knowledge, or for those who don't have a knowledge in ocean forecasting, or increase your knowledge for those who are also already aware of that. So it will help you build your knowledge through the participation in ocean literacy activities. So stay connected, interact with what we put online, comment, ask questions. We are there for that. And also it will help you in your knowledge through the MOOC that we are organizing. And as I say, it's a cohort based, so we're going to launch the call very soon. Stay also connected and aware of that, and don't hesitate to apply. And it also improve your knowledge through the learning resources like we have in the webinars or workshop. And you will gain also some practical experience through this. So by joining the advanced activities after the MOOC, again, I want to say you can't do the advanced activity without the MOOC. So you have to first do the MOOC in order to be able to move in the advanced activity. And then you can gain some practical experience then by participating in the webinar and also in the workshop, where it is hands-on training, where you have the chance to do things by yourself, do the plot, understand some societal relevance of ocean forecasting by yourself. And also you will get the chance to engage with the C4 material that we are developing now. So this can also be beneficial to you, because it can allow you to become also the partner of the network. So connect with us, connect with our experts and regional institutions, and don't hesitate to explore any collaboration and partnership opportunities that we will send out. And this can also help you to strengthen, to contribute, to strengthening ocean forecasting in Africa. So I will end here by saying that opera capacity development come to offer us a lot of knowledge, not only knowledge, but it will offer us also tools. So, and a very growing community through all these activities in those 38 months. So today the opportunity is yours. We have everything on hand, but you also today have the opportunity to engage, to participate, and to ask questions. So I would like to say thank you. And we really look forward to your engagement and participation. We are open to any question. Thank you.
Okay,
thank you, Babette.
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You said that you want to summarize your...
Oh, yeah, I said I want to summarize. Thank you, Professor. Thank you for reminding me. So I will give some summarize very fast in French. Oui, comme je présentais également ce projet Opéra Capacity Development, c'est un projet qui est là pour renforcer les capacités en océanographie opérationnelle à travers différentes activités dont nous avons 6 work packages et vraiment 4 work packages où vous aurez à participer et tout. Donc, on a Ocean Literacy qui est vraiment là où on parle des choses, voilà, on vous amène à comprendre c'est quoi la prévision océanique. Ça, c'est pour un public général et aussi même pour les étudiants. Pour ceux qui n'ont jamais eu à entendre parler de cela, c'est l'occasion pour eux d'apprendre comment ça fonctionne, d'apprendre des concepts basiques, voilà, de la prévision océanique. Et on a également les MOOC, donc les cours en ligne là, où on a 4 différents sets, dont le premier set sera lancé cette année sur les fondements de la prévision océanique. Donc, c'est 7 modules et c'est basé sur un cohorte. Donc, on va avec un groupe de personnes. Après, ça sera ouvert en ligne pour tout le monde. Mais pour un début, on prend un groupe de personnes parce qu'on aimerait amener ce groupe de personnes-là dans les activités avancées. Donc, l'appel à candidature pour participer au MOOC sera ouvert dans quelques semaines. Et n'hésitez pas de rester connecté à nos plateformes où vous pouvez postuler, voir les opportunités qui arrivent. Et ensuite, on a un logiciel qu'on appelle C-Forward qui est un peu une manière de construire un modèle simple de prévision océanique. Donc, ça sera sur les 3 régions, comme vous m'avez vu montrer tout à l'heure, de l'Afrique. Donc, on va créer des configurations et on va vraiment bien documenter pour que vous puissiez après aussi à votre niveau créer ses propres configurations dans votre machine, faire des projets même dessus, même des stages dessus, pourquoi pas. Et pour C-Forward également, on aura une session d'activité avancée l'année prochaine pour la session, pour le MOOC 2. Et encore, pour participer, il faudrait avoir fait le MOOC, quoi, suivi le MOOC online. Et on a le Work Package 4, donc l'activité 4 qui est l'activité avancée. C'est un peu le bras long des MOOC, dont les MOOC viennent avec les cours théoriques où vous aurez des experts qui vont vous donner cours en ligne, qui vont vous expliquer les concepts de la prévision océanique et tout. Maintenant, l'activité avancée, c'est où vous avez la chance d'intervenir vous-même, où on vous forme à l'analyse des données, on vous forme à comprendre les applications de la prévision océanique, par exemple. Et également, pour participer à ces activités avancées, il faudrait au préalable faire des MOOC et avoir sa certification. Donc, un des critères vraiment de sélection, ça sera où est ton certificat de MOOC. Et ensuite, on a également ce Work Package 5 qui est là où on vous écoute avec vos retours, on récolte avec vous vos retours, vos ressentis sur tous les matériels qui sont développés en ligne. Donc, je veux encore rappeler, on a 4 MOOC. On a un MOOC par année, par session. Donc, cette année, c'est le MOOC 1 sur les fondements de la prévision océanique. Donc, l'année prochaine, on aura un autre MOOC 2, MOOC 7.2, qui est sur comment est-ce qu'on construit un système de prévision. Donc, cette année, c'est les fondamentaux. On vous explique, comment est-ce que ça fonctionne, c'est quoi, qu'est-ce qu'on voit même dans la chaîne de prévision. L'année prochaine, OK, comment est-ce qu'on construit cette prévision. L'année 3, comment est-ce qu'une fois la prévision est construite, on l'amène à être opérationnelle jusqu'à être capable de dire c'est quoi la température en mer aujourd'hui et puis on a la carte. Et enfin, le dernier MOOC, ça sera sur quelles sont les applications de cette prévision océanique-là. Et à chaque MOOC, je le redis encore, est attaché une activité avancée. Donc, ne fait l'activité avancée que celui qui a fait le MOOC. Et celui qui fait le MOOC aussi également devrait appliquer à cette cohorte-là que nous allons lancer. Évidemment, ça sera disponible en ligne après. Les activités avancées, on les mettra sur GitHub. Les MOOC seront en ligne. Mais si vous voulez être engagé avec nous sur les hackathons qui arrivent, vous devez appliquer à la cohorte que nous lançons. Donc, l'opportunité est pour vous. Saisissez-la. C'est l'occasion pour vous d'obtenir des certifications qui pourront vous servir après même de travailler ailleurs, pourquoi pas, de travailler dans les ONG, de travailler dans les institutions. Et donc, on reste ouvert à toutes vos questions et à tout ce que vous avez en tête. Merci.
OK. Thank you, Babette, for the presentation. So, I think there is one question in the chat. Okay. Does obtaining MOOC certificates allow young people to access funding for sustainable development projects? So I'm gonna add something to what Babette said previously. So the certification will be endorsed by University of Mekalavi through the International of Chair Physical Mathematics, Mathematical Physics application, CIPMA. Okay, so the certificate will be endorsed by the institution, that institution, and also we are currently talking, we are in the process to be endorsed by the University of Toulouse 3. So we are working with them to be endorsed by the university. So also for the MOOC courses, you have in terms of instructors, we have international instructors. They are coming from South Africa, from France, from United States. Yes, so also from Africa. So you have instructor from Benin, you have instructor from Ghana, so we will be involved for this project. The instructor will come from an international environment, international context, and also the certificates will be very, I think, will be very strong. So we are working on Monsieur Toulouse to get their endorsement. So I will let Babette reply for the question about the access funding for sustainable development project. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, the question from Amusu is like, does obtaining MOC certification allow young people to access funding for sustainability development project? I cannot say yes to that. The MOOC certification that you obtain, after you can use it in your CV, you know, to apply for any funding that you see is related to that. As Serge was saying, it is a strong, very strong project. It is European Union with a lot of partner behind. So I know that participating in MOOC and in advanced activity will really give you a strong knowledge, you know, like also recognition among the international community. And then the other question was, will the Opera project help to have enough drifting, buoy, and coastal sensors? No, it's not about sending sensors in the ocean, you know, it's about building the capacity or reinforce the capacity in operational oceanography or in the forecasting system, if I can say it like that. So by learning how the forecasting system works, maybe you can also learn how, you can also think about how having more in-situ data in the African coastal region can improve those systems. Maybe another project can born from that, but the idea, the main objective is not about that. And we have also another question. Thank you, and it's like, I would like to know if there will be group project following the MOOC. I don't know if I understand well your questions, but what I know is that after the MOOC, you know, we will have cohort base. We will select people that we know they are able to, you know, to follow the 7 weeks of that training, and that we know they are able to move again after in the advanced activities. So once you finish with the MOOC, you can now apply to the advanced activity. Once that is done and that you are selected, you will have the chance to participate in the webinars. And then also in the webinars, we will have 2 sessions, so for French and English people, where we're going to go deeper in some knowledge of the MOOC. And then we will have 3 days of workshop for each French and English speaker. And in that 3 days of workshop, we're going to have 3 also subgroups, where you will be with one instructor. We will go deeper in some coding, in Python, learning more about data analyzing, things like that. So yes, after the MOOC, if you are selected to participate in advanced activity, you will belong to a group of people, of project, about whether it is webinar or workshop. Yeah, so. Another question is, can a national meteorological agency benefit for the OJ project by training its staff in? Yes, so much. This is for you guys. Please, come on. We are waiting for you. All the national agency in meteorology, they are more than welcome. You know, this is really, really, really for you guys. Please let your staff apply for what is coming up, whether it is in MOOC or advanced activities. So this is really why we are also there. Yeah.
Ok. La prochaine question. Y a-t-il un âge limite pour postuler à l'appel de participation de la première cohorte? Non, il n'y a pas d'âge limite. Donc, comme on a dit, c'est destiné aux utilisateurs intermédiaires. Ça veut dire des étudiants en océanographie, en météorologie, sciences environnementales, des professionnels qui travaillent dans les industries marines ou bien dans les industries de pêche, ou bien des management côtiers, aussi les policymakers, les décideurs politiques, les agences gouvernementales qui sont responsables de la gouvernance des sujets liés à l'océan, l'économie bleue, donc qui travaillent dans l'environnement. Aussi les ONG, les sociétés civiles qui sont impliquées dans la conservation marine, climat, et sans oublier les journalistes et les gens qui font dans la communication scientifique, donc qui font généralement des rapports sur les sujets liés à l'océan ou le climat. Donc, les MOOC, que ce soit les MOOC activités avancées, il n'y a pas un âge limite, c'est destiné à ces utilisateurs dont je viens de donner. So, I was saying that for the MOOC, okay, for the MOOC, the targets of the MOOC user is university students in oceanography, in meteorology, in environmental science. So also the professional working in the field of marine industries or fishery or coastal management. So we also want the government agencies, okay, policymakers to join the core base for the MOOC, and also the NGOs or the citizen scientists involved in marine organization or marine conservation, yes, and also the journalists and science communicators will report on ocean and climate related issues to join the MOOC. So because the goal of this is to allow them, okay, to increase the knowledge, to increase the skills in the ocean prediction. And for journalists, we want them to report or to share the different contents about the forecasting system and the ocean forecasting to their network. So we don't have any requirement in terms of the date of birth or age for this MOOC or advanced activities. So that's the target. So you have a student from university, if you work, we are okay. So just apply and then you'll be selected, I think so. Yes.
Yeah, apply and show your strong interest. It's not like just apply and being selected. If I can correct it, said, it's apply and show that you are able to follow, the 7 or 8 weeks as I show you on the timeline. Maybe I can come on it again here. So very fast. So these are the timeline of the MOOCs. I don't know if you guys see my screen. Yeah. So these are the timeline of the MOOC. So the MOOC learning delivery is this time. So we will select those who are able to, who show us strong interest to be able to set aside their time for this weekly learning. It's not that you will do it every day here. It's 3 hours per week. So we want those who can dedicate their time to follow the 3 hours so that after the MOOC, we can bring them in the advanced activities. Donc, comme je disais, les MOOC seront disponibles en ligne sur cette période. Et voilà, la sélection de ceux qui vont participer, c'est aussi ceux qui vont nous montrer qu'ils ont un intérêt à pouvoir finir voilà, ce cours-là, ce MOOC-là sur cette période. C'est 7 modules, c'est 3 heures par semaine. Donc, voilà, tu peux finir le module. Peut-être tu peux choisir faire 2 modules en une semaine, ça dépend de toi. Mais juste qu'on aimerait qu'à la fin de cette session-là, on ait déjà une sorte de groupe de personnes qui ont fini et qui nous ont présenté leur certification pour qu'on puisse travailler avec eux sur des activités avancées. Donc voilà, montrez votre intérêt, soyez présents, on est là pour vous.
Merci. Just to add something about the target, you also target the researchers, scientists, engineer, IT professional working on the professional forecasting platform. So you will see in the call, we will put the targets and the different requirements for the MOOC of advanced activities. Yes.
Someone is asking about question. Yeah, someone is asking about the email of the team lead for further correspondence. Yeah. So.
Yes, Odette, you have a slide for that? Est-ce que tu as une slide pour ça comme
Pour quoi?
L'email, il y a quelqu'un qui demande l'email, voilà, de...
C'est prévu. Je vais envoyer toutes ces informations dans le chat.
Yeah.
Ok, tu peux l'envoyer déjà.
D'accord, je le fais en même temps.
Ok.
Is there any other questions? Est-ce que quelqu'un d'autre a des questions?
The recording will be available in all our platform. And, oh, okay, that's not the question. That wasn't the question. Okay, so got it.
Okay, c'est fait.
Yeah, thank you, Odette. I think Odette can move on and people will ask questions along. Yeah,
So you have the different links for the Opera Capacity Dev project. Okay, I hope you understand. You understood well what is Opera and Opera Capacity Dev. So what is behind the Opera Capacity Dev in terms of global project Opera. So, and also we need to say that mention that the project is funded by the European Union. So really important to mention that every time to let you know that the funding is coming from European Union. Yes. Bon, pour l'appel à candidature des MOOC, pour la question, on va partager sur les différentes plateformes, les différents sites web, donc les réseaux sociaux, les plateformes. On est en communication avec OTGE, Ocean Teacher Global Academy, que vous connaissez. Donc, on est en communication pour que la plateforme serve la plateforme va servir donc on va utiliser ça pour suivre les mots. Donc, vous allez créer certainement un profil aussi en expert. Certains d'entre vous ont des profils. Si ils n'ont pas de profil, vous créez un profil pour pouvoir avoir accès à cette plateforme. Donc, as I said, we will use the OTGA platform for the mock delivery. Some of you may know what is OTGA, Ocean Teacher Global Academy. Okay, so you create a Ocean Expert profile in order to follow the MOOC on the platform. But for advanced activities, it will be online. It will be online workshop or webinar. So we will use Zoom and a platform provided by Mercator Ocean. Yes, we will use Zoom and platform provided by Mercator Ocean to follow the advanced activities. Yes, advanced activities.
Yeah, and also just to mention, you guys need also to have, because the application also will be on OTGA or OTGA, as Odette say, as well as on our platform of communications. Yeah, so to apply on OTGA, you need to have your Ocean Expert also account there. Yeah. Okay, another question from Adiola. In order to plan ahead, do you plan to set a minimum completion participation for the issuance of the certification? Yes. Yeah. Of course, we have like some assessment exercise. You know, like the MOOC. I will take a simple example. So in one module of the MOOC, for example, we have some interactive exercises that goes along with, and then at the end of each modules, you have the final assessment exercise where you need to get at least 70%, you know, in order to move to the next modules. Let us say we have 7 modules. The modules 1, you will follow it, and you get some interactive activities through the videos that will keep you busy. And at the end of that module, you will now have a graded assessment activities where you need at least 70% to move to the modules 2. And then in the modules 2, same thing, you're going to follow the video along with some interactive activities, some mini cases, exercise. And then at the end, you will have the assessment of that module. You need, again, at least 70% to move to the module 3, same thing to the module 4, same thing to the module 5, same thing to the module 6, and then module 7. So if you don't have 70% on one module, you have to do it again until you have it in order to unlock the next module. So if you are able to do the 7 module with the 7%, you are done with the MOOC, and then you will be led to the certification path. So that's how it will work. Yeah. So you follow the MOOC, you pass the test, and then you have access to the certification. Donc, je reprends encore sa question. Je trouve que c'est très intéressant de le dire en français. Les MOOC, pour pouvoir avoir la certification, il faut un minimum de points. Donc, par exemple, le MOOC 1, ça a 7 modules, comme je le disais. Le module 1, ça vient avec ses vidéos, ses activités interactives pour te maintenir un peu busy pendant que tu écoutes les vidéos. À la fin de chaque module, par exemple, le module 1, il y a un test maintenant où tu dois avoir au moins 70% de réponses pour pouvoir passer au module 2. Si tu n'as pas 70%, tu dois réessayer encore jusqu'à ce que tu l'aies. Il n'y a pas un nombre de temps limité pour essayer. Et une fois que tu l'as fait, tu passes au module 2. Au module 2 également, il faut avoir 70% pour passer au module 3, ainsi de suite jusqu'au module 7. Donc, si tu finis le module 7, ça veut dire que tu as été capable de suivre le processus au fur et à mesure jusqu'à la fin. Une fois que tu as fini, maintenant, tu as accès à le processus de certification. Donc, quand tu obtiens ton certificat, c'est avec ça que tu présentes pour appliquer à la participation des activités avancées.
Okay, the next question is the date of the registration. Yes, for the MOOC 1, Babette, can you please provide some clarification of the date timeline or the next step for MOOC registration?
Yes, so you can see it here. I will bring you again to my timeline. It starts on January, but it's not about you. So January, what really starts now is the pedagogical and technical design. This is on our path, you know. So this is where we really define our contents, how we want our contents to look like. Also contact some instructors, speak with them to assign them some modules. And now we are in the phase of content creation that will start next week. So this is where the instructor that we engage with us in this MOOC gonna create some contents for their modules. And as they are creating the contents, we are also doing some quality assurance and validation to make sure that everything is well set as logo or even as image or plot or whatever. And once this is done at the end of May, this is where you guys come in for learning. So we will open the application around March or mid-March for you to apply in order to follow this period here. So to answer to your question, yes, it starts in January, but where you guys going to come in is through the application, selection, you receive your email that you were selected or no for some reason or whatever. And if you are selected, this is where you start to follow the MOOC in this time frame. As I said, it's self-paced. You can decide to follow 2 modules 1 week or even 3, depending on your time. You can set up your schedule as you want, but we want those we will select to be able to do the 7 modules in this time frame. Donc, je réponds à sa question. Elle demandait, j'ai dit les MOOC, voilà, la candidature sera ouverte, ça a commencé en janvier, mais on est déjà en février. Je lui disais, donc, ce qui a commencé en janvier, c'est le contenu pédagogique, le design, comment est-ce qu'on veut voir nos contenus, qu'est-ce qu'on s'attend, aussi discuter avec les instructeurs, c'est ce qu'on a fait, aussi assigner les modules à nos instructeurs qui viennent de différentes institutions. Et donc, ce qui va commencer d'ici la semaine prochaine, c'est maintenant la création de ces contenus. C'est là où ils vont créer les modules, les vidéos, tout ce que vous allez voir en ligne. Et pendant qu'ils sont en train de créer, nous, on sera en train de faire la validation, s'assurer que tout va bien, que la vidéo ou bien que le plot est bien, voilà, ça répond aux normes de haute qualité que demande la plateforme OTGA. Et une fois que c'est fait, que tout a été fait, les MOOC vont être mis à disposition en ligne à partir du 1er juin. Donc, ça, c'est là où ceux qui sont sélectionnés pourront intervenir. Donc, on sélectionnera une fois de plus des personnes qui sont disponibles à pouvoir finir les 7 modules dans ce temps. Tu peux faire 3 modules par semaine si tu as le temps. Tu peux faire 2 modules par semaine si tu n'as pas. Ça dépend de toi, mais il faut que dans ce time frame, tu aies la capacité de pouvoir finir les 7 modules. Donc, voilà, l'application sera ouverte à partir de mi-mars où vous serez contacté pour ceux qui ont appliqué. Si tu as été sélectionné ou pas, tu recevras un email pour te préparer à cette phase-ci. Et je tiens à rappeler qu'on a plein de surprises, voilà, pour ceux qui vont participer au MOOC et qui auront des notes excellentes. Voilà, parmi les participants, les personnes qui sont démarquées, il y a pas mal de surprises qui arrivent aussi. As I was saying, there is a lot of surprise coming for those who participate in the MOOC and has very nice grade, you know. So this is something just to remind. Thank you.
OK. Merci, Babette. Il y a une question de Bruno Afana qui demande est-ce qu'il y aura des sessions spéciales pour Ocean Literacy? Ocean Literacy, c'est quoi? C'est, comme Babette a expliqué, c'est un ensemble, comme vous connaissez aussi, c'est destiné au grand public. C'est les contenus qui vont être développés et créés, mais il y a aussi des activités qui sont prévues en termes d'engagement communautaire. Donc, on a prévu pour les prochaines, certains contenus, pas tous les contenus, certains contenus, de faire des sessions auprès des sessions d'information auprès de certains publics comme les communautés côtières, par exemple les pêcheurs, ou bien dans les écoles, donc pour informer, pour rencontrer des personnes qui n'ont pas une grande connaissance des prévisions océaniques, de leur parler de ça. Donc, si vous avez, s'il y a des gens dans le meeting qui ont des réseaux, qui ont un réseau de ce genre d'activités qu'ils le font souvent, on est vraiment ouvert à collaborer pour pouvoir vous mettre à disposition des contenus que vous pouvez, à votre niveau, toucher ces différents publics communautaires là. So as I was saying, so for the ocean literacy dissemination, we will have a community engagement on this activity. So we want people here in the meeting, if they have a network, a community network, okay, to reach out to us. So we're gonna collaborate and send them some contents for ocean literacy, so they can use their network to disseminate the contents. Yes, so we're very happy to collaborate on that for this project. So just let us know. Bruno Afana, je sais qu'au Cameroun, peut-être aussi dans d'autres pays, il y a des gens peut-être qui sont ici, qui ont des associations, qui font souvent un peu comme Blue Ref, j'ai vu à Kribi, qui font beaucoup de choses, qui font beaucoup d'activités dans ce cadre-là. Donc, prenons contact et puis on va collaborer, mettre à disposition nos contenus pour que vous puissiez les distribuer et puis faire que le grand public, un public large, puisse y avoir accès. Merci.
And there is a question for the MOOC. Is it open only to students in sub-Saharan Africa, or can any student in Africa or around the world apply? Any student in Africa can apply for the cohort base. And as I said, we prefer to bring in the cohort people from Africa, but the MOOC will be available online too. You know, so the cohort here is just because we want some set of people in the advanced activity. So we make sure that we train them through the MOOC and then we train them through the advanced activities. We bring them in the theoretical contents and then we bring them in the practical contents. So, but after that, the MOOC will be online. Anyone in the world can apply. This is really the idea. It's not just to bring something for Africa, but something that can be followed in France, in India, wherever in the world. But for the cohort base, we will really select African people, not only sub-Saharan African. Whether you are from North, South, or West, East Africa, you are welcome to apply. Et une autre question, les MOOC seront également en français et en anglais ou juste en anglais? Les MOOC seront en anglais, des vidéos, mais ça sera sous-titré en français. Donc voilà, the MOOC will be in English, but we're going to subtitle in French. For those that might want to adopt the MOOC content beyond the period of OTJ social provided to train colleague user, you plan to keep this resource beyond open beyond the MOOC session and yes, that's a really great question, Adiola. Yeah, this is really great, and this is the idea. This is really also the idea behind everything that we are doing here, is that we are even able to integrate these MOOC activities in the in the university program. Why not? So after the project life, we are working also to have all the materials that we are creating on Ocean Prediction DCC and Mercator platform so that people can continue to have access. The material won't die after the period, the project life. So you can use them, adapt them for your classes or whatever. And this is, we really encourage it. So this is really the idea behind everything that we are doing to strengthen our institution, strengthen our universities, strengthen our agencies in Africa. So this is the idea behind. And talking about that, for example, we are running a summer school that is coming in August, Gulf of Guinea Ocean Science Summer School. So some of we want to kind of follow the same path that will be done through the MOOC too, So this is to say those materials that we are creating are meant to strengthen our institution. Donc, elle demandait si les activités que nous créons au niveau des MOOC, les gens peuvent les utiliser après la vie du projet, peut-être pour des cours dans les universités ou bien voilà, au-delà de la période de haute garde. Et oui, la question c'est oui, la réponse est oui. Et c'est d'ailleurs ce que nous voulons, c'est vraiment l'idée derrière, c'est que pourquoi pas ces modules soient intégrés même comme cours dans nos universités, les cours sur les fondamentaux de la prévision océanique, les cours sur comment construire un système opérationnel, les cours sur comment le rendre opérationnel, et même les cours sur quelles sont leurs applications. L'idée, c'est vraiment d'embarquer l'Afrique dans les mêmes tables que ceux qui discutent de ces questions de prévision océanique dans le monde. Donc oui, après la vie du projet, les cours seront mis à disposition sur les canaux de Ocean Prediction DCC et de Mercator Océan. Donc voilà. Et oui, la permission sera donnée. Donc, une question, mais où s'inscrire pour la sélection? Yeah, je pense que Odette l'a répondu sur nos différentes plateformes de réseau. C'est-à-dire que vous aurez, à la lancée des applications, vous serez au courant. Donc, voilà, on va assez communiquer dessus. C'est pour ça qu'on vous demande de rester connecté sur nos différentes plateformes, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, pour toute opportunité ou bien pour toute activité que nous allons mettre en ligne, quoi. Et chaque fois, n'hésitez pas de nous envoyer des emails. Pour Odette, il y a quelqu'un qui dit comment je pourrais vous contacter pour collaborer, s'il vous plaît. Oui, elle a mis tous les adresses là où vous avez email de Odette, qui est notre communication officer. Voilà.
C'est ça. J'ai envoyé l'adresse dans le chat.
Yeah.
Il y a Fauzi qui dit qu'elle a un réseau de 1500 connexions sur LinkedIn. So, Fauzi, tu peux nous contacter dans les emails. On va partager avec toi les contenus. Comme ça, tu pourras partager nos publications sur tes plateformes. Merci.
Okay, Christian. Okay, you have applied for the summer school. Yeah, thank you. We will be more than happy to see your application, to go through that. Yeah.
Merci, Fauzi.
Yeah, again, I say GOS is open. I haven't put it on the start slide but because we are also planning a webinar that will come for that. GOS is open. Please apply. You are welcome. And yeah, so this it will be really fun. And at the meantime, while you guys are still maybe searching for your question, I can share a little bit about girls here. So the application is open. As you can see, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, so the application for girls is open. It will be in Cotonou, yeah, with the CIPMA from October 9 to 3rd to 9, 2026. So you have until April 1st to apply. Don't hesitate. Yeah, so as I was saying, we're going to go through some kind of same, like, train you into observational data set through remote sensing, in situ data, also numerical modeling, and talk about some coastal process monitoring and climate vulnerability. So don't hesitate to apply and to ask questions whenever you have one. Thank you.
Thank you, Babette. Thank you for joining us today. Odette, do you have something to share with the public? No. So for the question for flight ticket support in summer school, we're gonna have a webinar for GOS application process. Okay, we're gonna have it in a few days or maybe 2 weeks or 1 week. So we will send you the invitation for that. So you reply to your question, but definitely we will have some participants. Some participants will be support in terms of flight ticket, just a few, not all the participants. Yes. So Odette, est-ce que tu as quelque chose à partager encore avec le public?
Non, pas vraiment. Toutes les ressources en termes de communication ont été partagées dans le chat. Mais mon adresse mail ainsi que celle de Yandé, pareil. Donc, en temps normal, voilà, toutes les ressources sont accessibles. Et nous sommes aussi disponibles pour d'éventuelles collaborations. Mon adresse mail est là, je l'ai bien indiquée.
OK.
Donc, s'il n'y a pas d'autres...
Babette?
Oui.
Oui. Il y a ton email est demandé, donc tu peux mettre ton email dans le chat, l'email professionnel.
Il y a quelqu'un qui demande si quelqu'un qui a bénéficié déjà de la première édition de formation de GOS, est-ce qu'il peut encore bénéficier, au fait, postuler?
Oui,
oui, bien sûr.
Oui.
Bien sûr. C'est ouvert, tout le monde peut postuler.
Je crois qu'il a déjà sa réponse.
Oui.
D'accord. Donc, s'il n'y a plus d'autres préoccupations, je pense que, Serge, je crois qu'il n'y a plus d'autres préoccupations.
Oui.
Voilà. Et donc, moi, je voudrais juste remercier chacun de vous pour la participation active à cette rencontre et pour votre engagement tout au long du webinaire. Je rappelle que le replay sera disponible sur nos différentes plateformes. Et pour conclure officiellement cette session, je vais inviter respectueusement Balo Icha pour le mot de clôture. Thank you all for your active participation and engagement through this webinar. The webinar will be available soon on our official platform. To formally conclude the session, I now have the honor to give the floor to Professor Baloy-Chaire for the closing remarks.
Merci pour ce mot de fin. Je vais dire merci à tous les débatteurs, merci aux orateurs, merci à Babette, à la dame de l'opéra pour sa présentation. Merci à vous tous. Merci, chers participants. Comme je l'avais dit, c'est un grand merci pour nous. Vous nous avez fait honneur de vous présenter à notre invitation. Donc, c'est ça, pour ça que vous méritez un grand merci et que nous vous aurons encore pour la prochaine invitation parce que ce n'est qu'un début. Vous aurez aussi l'information, la lourde charge d'informer aussi les autres qui ne savent pas que nous parlons aussi de ces choses ici. Dès que nous vous invitons, sachez que c'est pour parler du concret, c'est pour parler de l'avenir, c'est pour parler de ce que nous pouvons faire et ce que nous devons faire à l'attention de toute la population. Je vous remercie.